if you get my drift. Whoa, I do get your drift, sir, but the person said bro, and I'm not licking no bro's flower. Hello and welcome back to Asia Now. In this video, I'll tell you about two retired teachers found deceased inside a home in the Philippines. Cebu City makes Guinness World Record. New passport rankings released. A sharp decline in South Korean tourists coming to the Philippines. And what the heck is going on in this video right here? Plus, stick around to the end of the video. I'm going to share something very embarrassing about myself, including video. Here's our top story. The Bohol Police Provincial Office has launched an investigation after two retired sisters, both former teachers, were found deceased inside their home in Barangay Cabanitan, Butuan, Bohol. Authorities are working to determine the cause and circumstances surrounding the incident. Community members have expressed shock and grief over the loss, while law enforcement continue to gather evidence and interview potential witnesses. A sad story, two sisters. Hopefully, I imagine like at the same time, it's kind of suspicious, right? Whether natural causes, I can't wait to get some more details and see what happened. Hopefully, it's not any external cause or somebody else doing it, but may they rest in peace. Next up, Cebu breaks Guinness World Record for the largest claw machine. Okay, firstly, congratulations to Cebu, but two surprises. Number one, that's the world's biggest claw, really? And number two, I'm surprised people are still using this big scam. It's 100% scam. I cannot stand claw machines. Believe me, I've tried. As soon as you pick it up, it just like goes all wibbly wobbly, man, all like with no strength left. You know, I get the what do you call that? Whatever, man, the prize. That's what I'm looking for. You get the prize, and on the way to the little box hole, it just somehow goes limp. You know, oh, come on. It's a scam, you know?
Middle, huh? Watch the scam. See how open up before you even like give
Speaking of records and such, Suvarnabhumi Bangkok Airport has ranked first globally for the number of airlines operating at a single location, with 113 carriers currently providing services. Yeah, definitely one of the busiest airports I've been to, and geographically speaking, I guess at least in Southeast Asia, it's pretty central because of all the neighboring land countries, plus it's kind of close to Central Asia, obviously Europe, and yeah, just like a major hub when it comes to Bangkok Airport. Let me know if you guys have been to Suvarnabhumi airports and what your experience has been. I like the statues and decorations. Usually they have some kind of crazy display going on, which I find really interesting, definitely. I guess in a related news, Singapore still holds the world's most powerful passport in the latest ranking. The US passport barely holds on to number 10 as the Philippines comes in number 72, and my own coming in at number 8, the Canadian passport, which I'm very grateful because I get to travel very freely when it comes to most countries. And the places that require me to have a visa typically is visa on arrival or just do it online and you get like approved automatically. So that is the ranking. Let me know which country you're from and leave your country ranking in the comment section. I'd love to know the strength of these things. You know, a lot of times it just basically comes down to how many countries you have access to with your passport without requiring any further documentations such as visas. Let's go on to Australia. A tip from Australian leads to rescue two children in the Philippines. Authorities in Zamboanga del Norte rescued two minors from harmful situation after receiving a tip from Australian police. A woman was arrested for the alleged involvement in online activities that endangered the children. She was confirmed to be the solicitor. What do you call that? The person that like makes it all happen. The facilitator is what I'm looking for. You know, just living in the Philippines, one thing I found kind of interesting, in the Philippines, as a foreigner, even if your girlfriend has a child that's not yours, it's important to not be left alone with them for too long. I hear this as a rumor. I mean, I've never really seen any stories factually confirming this, but many people throughout my years have said that it's against the law to be left alone with a child, a Filipina or Filipino kid that is not yours, basically, whether you're a living partner, even if you care for the kid and provide for the kid, all that, you're not meant to be left alone. Let me know in the comment section because I don't want to spread misinformation. I've not looked into this fact, but this story just kind of reminded me of that. If you guys have a Filipino partner that has a child, and what is the situation like? How serious are they? Does the community get to know you and kind of understand, hey, this is the guy that's, you know, the boyfriend of this lady that has a kid, or is it super suspicious, or anything you can share with the community will be great because we obviously want to abide by the law. Next up, beef between officials in the Philippines. Baste versus Torre. After Davao Acting Mayor Baste Duterte challenged Philippines National Police Chief General Nicolas Torre III to a fistfight, the police chief responded by saying, "Let's do it." They wanted to have a charity boxing match on Sunday. He said, "Let's do it this Sunday." I guess these guys have been watching Manny Pacquiao, getting inspired. But I think it's kind of funny having two officials challenging each other to a boxing match. Although for charity, I'm sure the guy was probably just joking. Maybe he wasn't. He does look like a tough dude. Next up, Cebu City sees an 18% dip in Korean tourists. Provincial Administrator Joseph Felix Marie Ace Durano said on Wednesday, July 23rd, that there has been an 18% decline in Korean tourist arrivals, along with other foreign visitors in Cebu, based on data from the first 6 months of 2025. Durano said this issue requires urgent action, especially since tourism revenue significantly contributes to the province's development. He added that Korean nationals, being one of the major markets, should be given focused attention. If I'm not mistaken, Koreans are the #1 tourists when it comes to the Philippines, specifically Cebu. So definitely, it's something that needs to be addressed, of course, if you're a tourism gentleman or whoever's in charge of that sector, because this, I think, for the past couple of years has been decline in tourism. I think a lot of it has to do with like very, I want to say viral cases, the serious cases of Koreans being involved, whether their own peoples or other peoples or other foreigners, whatever. There has been some cases of crimes against Koreans. So this kind of stuff like spreads like wildfire, like we may not notice it because one or two and you're thinking it's a one-off situation, but as a nation, they're probably going to definitely amplify the news whenever it comes to their own citizens. So this gives you this other, of course, no country is 100% safe, but I think if you live in the Philippines, if you stay out of trouble, most of the time you're fine, right? So it's kind of like a mixed bag of like for me personally, like my own experience, I've never once felt any uncertainty or unsafe. Maybe I just don't look like I got money. I don't know. Whatever. I don't drink. I don't party like that. So I stay out of those situations. But yeah, so 18%. Hopefully they can bring that back to normal standards. And pre-pandemic, the Cebu especially was really popular with Koreans. Let's go on to our next, maybe some positive stories. Grab, which is like Uber in the Philippines, users in the Philippines can now load their Grab Pay wallets using cryptocurrency, following a partnership between regional payments firm AAA and local digital asset exchange PDAX. Awesome. Crypto making waves still. I know a lot of people lost a lot of money to crypto. If you're listening, you know who you are, including myself. But luckily, I did not invest more than I can afford to lose because for me it was a gamble, which most of it is. Unless you're just strictly into Bitcoin, if you're a believer of the whole thing, then I don't recommend nothing. Go on and get some advice from some proper people that are well more educated than I am. Longtime couple J. Rico Verdillo and Jamaica Aguilar exchanged their I do's despite the heavy rain and flooding brought by the storms and everything going on right now in Malolos, Bulacan. Wonderful. Rain or shine, this is the perfect time to use that phrase. So these guys are like, you know what? We don't care. Water is just water. I wonder if any guests showed up, but good for them. May they have a long and lasting marriage. Thailand Zoo in Chonburi, Thailand held a creative animal escape drill featuring staff in hippo costumes and simulate the escape of Mudeng, the pygmy hippo. The exercise tested emergency response coordinations and safety protocol in case of real incidences. The zoo practiced containment, medical aid for a mock injury, and animal tranquilization procedures. Zoo director whoever emphasized that these drills are part of the annual safety efforts to ensure visitors and staff confidence while maintaining top animal care standards. When I first saw that, I thought it was like I guess it is a gimmick, right? So Mudang's still very popular. This pygmy just turned 1 year old, I believe, last month or the month before that. Yeah, that is that kind of cool to see. And now here's our feel-good story of the day. Wonderful. Yeah. Blowing bubbles. If you're bored, stick your head in the water and blow out your nose hole and see what happens. And now it's time for my own embarrassing little story. So for the past week or two, I've been making omelets at home in the morning Usually I used to have like a coffee, but now I'm getting a little hungry in the AM, so making myself omelets with fresh baked bread and 3 eggs and vegetables. But today I'm like, I could probably do this a bit healthier. Let me just boil some eggs. Buddy, what is going on here? Brother, ugh, what is this? That right there is my attempt to peeling eggs. What is going on? Do I not know how to peel boiled eggs? Leave your secret peeling procedure in the comment section, because I thought I would just simply cracking an egg after it's boiled and like deshelling it. Is that a word? I put it in cold water because I thought that's what you're supposed to do. Waited a bit and still I basically gave up halfway through each egg and just took whatever I could. Anyways, so that is my little embarrassing. You know, honestly, if I saw somebody doing this, I'd probably stop talking to them. Now it's time for a segment Yesterday Today, where I read some of the most popular comments regarding our previous video. Robert Cole says, offering your children up for adoption because of economical reason is one thing. It's just responsible. But turning it into an act of earning income is shameful. So wrong in so many ways. Big shout out to the rescuers. Wonderful job. The dog bistro is also something else to enjoy. Very heartwarming. I agree. Bob says, yes, true hero and very fortunate for that little boy. Yeah, that video of the little kid being rescued by some, I guess the father or someone in the community when he went down with the water of the floods. Lastly, Chip Chap says, could be bad thinking, but downstairs could mean licking the flower, if you get my drift. Whoa, I do get your drift, sir, but the person said bro, and I'm not licking no bro's flower. So this is about the buy me a coffee. Yesterday, somebody bought me a coffee and said, can you go downstairs, bro? I thought it was like a cryptic secret message and asked you guys to give me your theories. Yeah. Thank you for watching. I'll see you tomorrow.